Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Joe. Come and be his guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
Here's our lady MD. She's as pretty as can be at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Look at that little goomer. Not a whisker on him. I knew my miracle drug would work. Must be the Petticoat root. I gotta write him a letter and tell him how glad I am for them.
So I'm sending by separate parcel a homemade cake baked by me just to celebrate the happy recovery. What do you suppose she means by that?
Who knows? Well, at least we're getting a cake out of it. I mean, at least you two are. Let's go make lunch.
Naturally, we're going to share it with all of you.
Oh, no.
Oh, but we insist.
And I insist on refusing, and my stomach seconds the motion. Remember that soup she made when she was here?
What about it?
Remember what was in it? Petticoat root, wretchweed, lizard egg, scrawny pine pitch,
I remember.
snake wort, dried beetle.
I get it.
Then it comes, why don't we give it to Doc Craig?
Joe.
Why not? Even if she eats it, she's a doc. She can cure herself.
Well, so much for the Miller family. Where do we go next?
Oh, that's about it for today. I better get back to the hotel if I expect to keep any sort of office hours.
Okay. I sure hope I'm helping you.
Of course you are. Only
Because
there's...
it's so inspirational healing the sick. I feel just like Florence. What do you mean only?
Oh, it's nothing.
You don't think I'm doing a good job?
Yes, I do.
You don't like me.
Yes, I do.
You wish I'd go away.
No, I don't.
You mean I'm a perfect nurse?
Well, there is one little thing.
Oh?
When I give a patient a shot, do you have to screw up your face and go, ooh?
No.
Well, then.
And next time I'll laugh.
No? Maybe something in between? Have you been waiting long, Wendell?
Well, not too.
Yes, he has.
Mr. Bedloe.
Oh. Allow me to introduce myself, my dear lady. I'm Homer Bedloe, Vice President of the C&W Railroad. At your service.
I'm Dr. Janet Craig.
Oh, doctor, eh?
That's right.
Well, there have been some changes here in the valley, haven't there? Which reminds me. You.
Oh, yes, sir.
Let's get cracking. Is there some reason why this train isn't moving?
Well, yes, there is.
What is it?
You're not on it.
I didn't mean... Let's go.
I heard a VIP was...
Yeah, some VIP, that Bedloe.
Oh, well, at least he's a paying customer. We sure can use the business.
I'd sure like to give him the bit. Oh! How do you do, Mr. Bedloe?
Hi, Mr. Bedloe.
Welcome to the Shady Rest.
Oh, you can put that down now.
I see he's his old cheery self.
That's him. Mr. Personality.
Would you care to come in for a cup of coffee, Wendell?
Oh, that would be very nice.
He would not.
I wouldn't.
Isn't the Cannonball way behind schedule?
Oh, no. We're right on time. That is according to the new schedule.
What new schedule? When does this begin?
As soon as we got behind on the old schedule.
What?
Yes, you see, we had such a problem trying to keep on time and still give service like this. So I decided it was much easier to just change the schedule. Now we're never late and everybody's happy.
Isn't that a charming way to run a railroad?
Oh, Peachy.
He's not a very popular figure. Why? Because he practically makes a career out of trying to shut down the Cannonball. But I thought he was an official of the railroad.
Oh, dear, that's right, and I defied him. I'd better get cracking.
Anybody running this place?
Oh, we'll check in right away, Mr. Bedloe. Uncle Joe, do you mind?
I'll put him in room number 8.
Uncle Joe, that's the room with a broken bed spring. He'd be miserable.
Bedloe, Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
No, I don't mind a bit.
Well, then, what are you doing here?
I won't tell.
Follow the dog. And so he's up to something, only I don't know what it is.
Well, it's nothing good. You can bet on that. Where is he now?
That's what worries me. He got up early this morning and caught the Cannonball on her first run. He's been riding her ever since.
Oh. That can only mean one thing. He's out to get Wendell.
Yeah, and that ain't gonna be hard. That Wendell is so dumb, he'll hang himself for sure.
Oh, Joe Wendell ain't dumb. He's just honest.
Yeah? Well, you put honest and stupid together, and you're really asking for trouble.
Oh, there you are, finally.
Oh, hi, Mr. Bedloe. I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Perish the thought. I've only been sitting in this forsaken wilderness for 48 minutes. Where have you been?
Well, you see, Ed Turner came down with the gout, and I had to help his hired man pick his apples.
Oh, just put them aboard there, Ralph.
Gibbs, are you an engineer or an apple picker?
Just being a good neighbor. We're expecting a frost, and if he didn't get them picked and onto the store...
Will you get up there and start this train?
Yes, sir. That's the next order of business.
Tell Ed I'll stop by on the next run to see how he's doing. Oh, and tell him not to forget that hot lemonade and honey.
Gibbs!
Yeah, it's an old family remedy. My grandma used to give it to Grandpa for just about everything.
I don't suppose it cured him, really, but it tasted good, and
It sure didn't hurt. Why, do you know that man lived to be 92?
Gibbs!
No, by George, I believe it was 93.
Gibbs!
Oh, I haven't time to chat anymore. I've got a train to run.
What happened, Nellie?
Well, I was wheeling a sack of feed across the tracks. And I stumbled on a loose tie, and there you are.
Yes, we certainly are.
Since I couldn't bring the feed to the chicks, I decided to bring the chicks to the feed.
Why, that's very resourceful.
Oh, did you hear that? Isn't it resourceful?
It's ridiculous. Now get this train going.
Oh, I'm afraid that'll take quite a while. They've got a lot to eat there, right, Nellie?
Oh, right. They'll be pecking away here for hours.
I'll tell you what, we just won't go to Pixley this trip.
What?
Oh, thank you, Wendell. That's very considerate.
Well, what about me? I've got to get to a phone. I want to make a phone call to my home office.
Well, I'm sure if you tell them about the chickens and the feed and
Oh,
all...
sure. I'll tell... Hey, that's an idea. We won't go to Pixley. Spare the little chickens. I'll just make a note of that.
Oh, you don't have to give me credit.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm going to give you full credit. Into the cab, Gibbs.
He's not such a bad fellow after all.